Hello everyone and welcome to today's Blyth Academy presentation. My name is Dami Olubode and I'm the Manager of International Admissions at Blyth Academy here in Canada. And today I hope to be able to give you a thorough overview of who we are, our programs, as well as some detailed information about our admissions process. So who are we at Blyth Academy? So Blyth Academy is Canada's largest network of private high schools by enrollment. We actually have 9 campuses across Ontario, 3 of which are in Toronto, and the remainder of them are in other parts of the province. You can see a full list in front of you. And as we go further through the presentation, I'll give you a quick overview and a quick highlight of each of our respective campuses. So at Blyth Academy, we're proud to be a part of Globe Educate, which is based out of Madrid, and they operate 50 private high schools across 9 countries. And at Blyth Academy, we are super proud to be a part of Globe Educate because this allows us to share best practice, to be able to interact with our international colleagues across the world, but also set our students up to be global citizens. So something that we really celebrate at Blyth Academy. There's 4 key pillars that we believe define who we are at Blyth Academy. We like to say that we are personalized, we are current, we are passionate, and we're connected. So as we go through the presentation, I'll touch on each of our 4 pillars and how we essentially meet those expectations. So firstly, how we personalize. So for us, we're really passionate about setting our students to be to go on to university or to whatever post-secondary achievement they'd like to go on to. So in regards to our students, we have a really stellar guidance and teacher support department where students are really encouraged to have that genuine interest in their learning, and we foster an environment that is based on curiosity and innovative thinking. And our approach to learning really does work to engage the students. So we like to say we're personalised in terms of our compassionate guidance support. Our guidance counsellors are there to support students in regards to course selection from the moment they start at Blyth Academy all the way until applying for university or any post-secondary institution upon completion at Blyth. We also offer skills improvement workshops and also some emotional support, in particular for our international students who may be new to Canada and may not have studied the Ontario curriculum before. Another way that we remain current is through our 4-term structure. So most high schools across Ontario will have 4 terms, beginning in September and usually ending by June. But with us, we have 4 opportunities for students to join us. So most high schools will have an intake in September and then another intake in January. But we actually have 4. So one in September, one in November, one in February, and one in April. So this really allows for students to join us at a time that suits them. We also allow for students to do 2 courses per term. So most high schools will start with an 8-course package, and they will study and have a midterm, and then by the end of the year do their final assessment. With us at Blyth, students are really focusing on 2 courses at any given time. So they'll start with 2 courses in September, and they'll do all the learning criteria for those courses, maybe a midterm in between, and at the end of that particular term they'll do their final assessment before joining 2 new courses in the subsequent term. And the reason why we structure it this is because we believe that students learn best when they're really able to focus their learning, and by having them study 2 courses at a given time, it really allows them to have a better chance of success, but also a better chance of retention of the information being provided to them. Our structure is very typical in terms of other Ontario schools, in the fact that we have 3 2-hour periods, but we also really believe that this gives students a real depth of learning and fosters an environment where they are encouraged to really participate within their own learning. As we go through the presentation, I'll talk to you about some of the key features that make us unique in terms of our offering at Blyth. But we also believe that this 3 2-hour periods a day offer an opportunity for students to have better organizational management of their schedule. So one of our key features at Blyth Academy that sets us apart from other not only public schools but also private schools is our small class sizes. So we have a maximum class size of 8 students, a maximum class size of 14 students, a minimum of 8. So what this really allows is for students to really have an environment where it's very participatory. The image in front of you is actually a quick snapshot of one of our current classrooms. And what we believe is that teachers are able to see students are able to see their teachers, they're able to engage more into the learning, And you also find that students really benefit from having that contact time, that extra contact time with the teachers. And you'll find that if a teacher notices a student falling behind in class or not engaged within the learning, they can quickly notice that and pull them back in and adjust their teaching styles to suit those students. So in our environment, students really do find that they are more encouraged to participate more within their learning. And one of my key phases at Blyth Academy is that every child gets a front row seat. This is just a quick snapshot of our periods in the day. We usually start classes at 8:30 in the morning and finishing off at 3:50 p.m. with a lunch period in the mid-afternoon. So with regards to our teachers are really chosen for their empathy and compassion. They're passionate about learning, they're passionate about students, and in particular our international students, who we believe really bring a diversity of thought into our classrooms. So teachers are accessible to students during class, but also after class as well if they have some additional questions or concerns. We also utilize our online reporting to keep parents up to date with their students' progression in regards to classes and grades and attendance. So this online reporting tool is a key feature in allowing that transparency between teachers, students and parents. Our international students make up 15% of our overall campus enrollment. 85% of our student population are in fact Canadian. So students are really benefiting being in a classroom with other Canadian students, interacting and engrossing themselves in Canadian culture as well as Canadian curriculum. Our international students are from a variety of different backgrounds, 40 different countries are represented in our classrooms, and they're fully immersed within the Canadian experience. The real key feature of that is our thought process surrounding experiential learning. So each of our campuses are smaller bespoke units in that they can take up to 100 to 200 students at any given campus. And due to this, we don't have the large-scale facilities that traditional high schools may have. So we really do benefit from, community partnerships and engaging with what's around us in our local communities. So you'll find our students will do art classes in local art galleries. They may even go and do a food technology class at a local cafe. They really do benefit from being able to step outside the classroom and engage within the Canadian communities that they're based in. Great for our international students because they have an opportunity to really experience Canadian culture firsthand and as part of their classroom learning. So we actually have 4 key partnerships here at Blyth Academy, one of which is the ISGC, which stands for the International Student Guardianship Canada, and their role and responsibility is to provide guardianship for students who may need it. So any international student who wants to come and study in Canada must have a guardian for the full duration of their studies if they're under the age of 19, and they provide that service to students who require that. Blyth Academy is also a day school. We don't have boarding, and for that reason students do require accommodation. We work with several notable homestay providers, one of which being Canada Homestay Network, which is one of the largest, and we can create those relationships or those introductions as and when necessary if required by the student. We also work with Study Insured, which is one of the leading medical insurance providers, international medical insurance providers, and for international students who are looking to study in Canada, they must have medical insurance for the full duration of their studies. So we are able to provide that service through Study Insured. And last but not least, Bright Immigration. Right now students are looking for information in regards to student visas and how to get into Canada at the present from an immigration perspective, and they are there to support those students. They currently offer a 15-minute free consultation to all Blyth registered students if they require some advice. Otherwise, there is a fee for any additional services. So our international students have gone on to several amazing institutions, both in Canada and around the world. And in the past 2 years, we've seen international students accepted into many of the institutions in front of you. So University of Toronto is one of the top institutions that our international students like to go on to, Western, University of Waterloo. And this is really testament to our guidance support and our guidance counsellors. They are really there to support students in that transition onto university. 98% of our Blyth Academy students have gone on to university upon completion at Blyth Academy. So I'm now going to talk you through briefly a quick snapshot of each of our schools. As I mentioned, we have 9 campuses. So this is just a quick snapshot of what makes them unique. So first up, we have Blyth Academy Burlington. This is one of our campuses that offers elementary, middle school and high school grades, offering grades 5 to 12. It's in the heart of our Burlington campus and is also has a partnership with our aviation, with an aviation program known as Spectrum Airways, where they essentially offer students the opportunity to gain their pilot's license while studying the academics at Blyth Academy. Next up, we have Blyth Downsview Park. This is another campus that also offers elementary, middle school and high school grades 5 to 12. They specialize in our programs for elite athletes, so we actually call it our campus for elite athletes. So students who are interested in hockey, lacrosse, soccer, this is the campus they would go to, where they can study part academics and part sport, such as the sports I mentioned: hockey, lacrosse, soccer. We also have state-of-the-art training facilities on site. The image in front of you is a quick snapshot of one of our training facilities, and we do have access to an ice hockey rink opposite our campus. Next up, we have Blyth Academy Etobicoke. This is one of our newer campuses that opened in September of 2019. It offers grade 9 to 12, so only high school grades alone, and is one of our newer campuses. We also have Blyth Academy Lawrence Park, which is has our brand new beautiful facilities right in the heart of the Lawrence Park area. They offer grades 7 to 12, and they actually host our annual Tri-Life Drive-Along, where all of our schools come together and compete in some competitive sports. Next up, we have Blyth Academy London. This is London, Ontario, not to be mistaken with London, England. We offer grades 9 to 12 at that campus, and it's located right in the heart of London's notable heritage sites. Next up, we have Blyth Academy Mississauga. This campus actually has 2 buildings, one on the Adamson and the other one on the Lakeshore, offering grades 9 to 12, with grades 9 and 10 at one campus and grades 11 to 12 at another campus. We also have Blyth Academy Ottawa, which will be newly renamed in September 2021, Blyth Academy The Glebe, as they are moving location. They also offer only grades 9 to 12, and they have a partnership with Ottawa's 67s, where those students will come and study with us for their academics while they are training with their hockey teams. We also then have Blyth Academy Waterloo, also offering only grades 9 to 12. It's a modern campus and with easy access transit to downtown Toronto. And we also this campus is extremely passionate about STEM programs, our science, technology, engineering programs. So if students are really interested in those programs, this is the campus for them. And last but not least, our Blyth Academy Whitby campus, only offering grades 9 to 12 as well, and it's located in the old downtown centre, and it's really a smaller campus that is really a family feel. And a lot of our students that go to this campus say that they benefit from really having a lot of contact time with their teachers and contact time with their staff, and benefit from it being very much like a family environment. So with regards to our application process, so for international students who are looking to start with us at any of the 4 terms, the application process will start off with an online application and then payment. The online application is on our website. If you just go to blytheducation.com and click on international students, you'll see a full breakdown on how to apply. Here, once you've submitted an application and you've paid the $2,500 deposit and provided your transcripts, there will be a formalized interview with the principal of the school. And once acceptance is awarded, then the letter of acceptance will be provided to the student. Each of our campuses does have a language equivalence, a language requirement of an IELTS 6.5 or IELTS 6. If a student hasn't done the IELTS or TOEFL, that's absolutely fine, because we would do a language assessment on site, usually done online via one of our platforms known as Off2 Class. And then once that's confirmed, the student will be able to proceed with classes. If a student does require some ESL support, we do have some ESL support on site, but there will be an additional fee, as ESL would have to be considered a private one-to-one program. And students are essentially working to earn the Ontario Secondary School Diploma upon completion of grade 12. So I want to now talk you through our virtual programs, the first of 2 being Blyth Academy Orbit. So Blyth Academy Orbit offers grades in the 5 to 12. This is our teacher-led live learning online. It's done via Zoom or Teams, and essentially it's 100% virtual. Students will be in a smaller classroom, very much with the Blyth Academy structure in terms of having small class sizes of 8 to 14 students. And the teacher will be teaching live, similar to what I'm doing right now, on a Zoom or Teams format. Students will still benefit from guidance, counselling support, extracurricular activities that are done online, and this program was launched in September of 2020. As you can see on the screen in front of you, we operate the traditional times of 8:30 to 3:50. For international students who are in certain parts of the country, we also have an international period in the morning to benefit those students who may have an extensive time zone difference. Our online classes are really about engaging the students in these online platforms. We really want to bring the curriculum to life. We allow students to really participate and be very much participants of their own learning. We offer virtual teacher office hours for students who may need some additional support or have any questions, and we really are passionate about taking what we do in the classroom and bringing it into the virtual world. So now we're going to shift on to our other virtual program known as Blyth Academy Online, and this is our self-paced program where all the materials and information are pre-uploaded and students study at their own pace. There isn't essentially a live teacher like there is for Blyth Academy Orbit, and this is available online anywhere. Students can study wherever they are in the world as long as they have access to a laptop and the Wi-Fi or internet access. And our approach is really designed to engage students. It's really ideal for athletes and artists, but also for students who want to gain their OSSD from wherever they are in the world. One of the key differences here, one of the key benefits, is that students benefit from 160 courses online. So there's a real extensive list of courses that students can take at any given time, anywhere in the world. And the learning experience and grading is particularly unique. Lessons are delivered in a variety of different formats, including videos, presentations via PowerPoints, and discussion forums where they can engage with their peers who are studying at the same time. There are also assessments conducted through a variety of different formats, including quizzes and discussions and assignments. And exams are essentially taken through our online proctoring service, which is known as Integrity Advocate. So for students, they'll just need access to a webcam and their laptop, and essentially a proctor will watch the student as they complete the exam. So if we can just shift into talking about fees. So for Blyth Academy Online, which our acronym is BAO, we only offer this for grades 9 to 12, and this is $795 Canadian per course. Otherwise, if a student would like to do a full-time program of 8 courses, that's $5,595. Next up, we have Blyth Academy Orbit fees. A full academic year with Blyth Academy Orbit is $22,095, and a single course costing $3,895. And in terms of our physical campuses, one of the 9 campuses based in Ontario, the fee is $25,900 for full academic year. We do offer scholarships. Our scholarship deadline does commence in December and end in March. So if any families are interested in scholarships, please do feel free to visit our website, and the details in regards to scholarships are available there. So I know this is a pre-recorded video, so there aren't opportunities for live questions, but if you do have questions, my email address is in front of you. It's dami.olubode@blytheeducation.com. Otherwise, you can reach me or a member of my team on 416-960-3552. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you for joining today's webinar, and I do hope to hear from you very soon. Thank you very much.